our press conference with Chicago, head coach Mike McGrath, some opening comments, and then we'll take some questions for the players.
I watched 4 basketball games today, and there were 8 really, really good basketball teams here, and 4 really, really good games. I hate like hell to be a part of a team that's not continuing to play. And I hate it for these 2 dudes. But I'm proud of what we accomplished, and I thought we played a team that played awfully good basketball today. I thought Mary Washington played every time I thought we had a chance, and we did, to make them uncomfortable, they made a really tough shot. Is kind of what I felt like. And that's the game. When you have 2 really good teams, you make some plays. The other team makes some plays. You have some you want back. They have some they want back. You have some calls go your way. You have some calls go against you. And we came up a little bit short today to a really good basketball team.
Coach McGrath, our student athletes are Eamon Kenna and Joe Berry. Got questions? Here we go.
Joe, you drew defensively. Kai Robinson, a lot of the game, really made it as hard on him as anybody has all year. How did you feel like that went the way that you were prepared for, and how did you feel your effort was?
Yeah, I think, going into this game, you see he's an All-American, averaging 20, 25 points a game. I think the game plan, we kind of stuck to the game plan, trying to get the ball out of his hands, really helping off of him, trying to make them, shoot threes. They ended up having a great day from the field, like Coach said. But yeah, I think we did a good job helping off and trying to get the ball out of his hands. He's a great player.
And Eamon, what was the conversation at halftime in the locker room? Obviously, a veteran team who's going to do a lot of stuff. How did you get your heads right to make the run in the second half?
Yeah, the conversation was we've been here before. We were in that exact spot the last round. Mid-teens deficit, and we know what we're capable of, and we understand that's a game of runs. We understand that if we make the right plays, then we'll put ourselves back in the position to win that game. And we came out and we felt like we did that. But like I said, it's a game of runs. All the credit to them. They made tough shots. They made great plays. And we didn't come out on top. But at the end of the day, we left it all out there. So.
Eamon and Joe, can you talk a little bit? You guys did such a great job this year of meshing the 2 new guys into what you did to like this seamless unit, and it happened not right away, but pretty darn quickly. Can you talk about the key to this season and kind of taking the returning guys and the new guys and making it all work like it did?
Yeah, I think it was a big thing for us, Coach recruiting those guys and getting them here is how are they going to fit in with our program? And I think, as you can see from the season, they fit in perfect. That's something Coach was just talking about in the locker room. I think those 2 guys came in, they're obviously great players, but I think, just with the guys on our team, we meshed perfectly. And I think that's what, will let us to be so successful this year.
I would give all the credit to Nick and Shane. They came in willing to learn, and willing to adjust the way they played. You get used to playing a certain way for 4 years, and they came in curious and willing to mesh with me. Obviously, me and Joe had conversations with both of them prior to them coming, and we felt comfortable with each other, and I think that's a big reason as to why they came. And we knew obviously it was going to be an adjustment, but they're 2 super talented, but also. Two super talented guys, but also 2 super great people who made it really easy for us to mesh with. And we just talked to them in the locker room. And, we love them like brothers, and it's only been a year, so it's been pretty cool.
Obviously, guys, short turnaround from the game that just ended, but some early reflections on just what you guys have been able to accomplish during your time there, getting back to the tournament after a while last year, and the run you guys made this year. What does that mean for you personally and for the program that you're a part of?
Yeah, it's been quite a ride. Obviously, our freshman year, it started out quite different from where we're at now. But over the years, with the experience that we've been able to gain, as well as the guys that are around us, it put us in a position to be where we're at now. But just reflecting, I was just talking to Joe. I think he might be. I think I've played the most games with him of anyone I've ever played with in my life. and then we both started crying, so that was cool. But yeah, just reflecting. I mean, thanks to Coach for always putting me in positions to succeed. And this has been a great 4 years, and I couldn't have imagined it any better. Obviously, I wish we could have left with some jewelry, but it's been pretty cool.
I got some
And
jewelry for you.
oh, cool.
We'll find something.
It's been pretty
I don't know
cool.
what it'll be,
It's
but-
been it's been pretty cool. I mean, I'm obviously there's certain things that you wish could have gone differently, but I mean, for me myself, I'm pretty proud of the work and the effort that I put in, and I'm proud of my brother Joe Barry right here of the work he's put in and what we've been able to do together. So
Yeah, I think, the getting to the tournament last year for the first time in 17 years and, the success we had this year is great. But I think what Eamon and I have really been trying to do, these past, 1 or 2 years is really build that culture and really just teach the young guys and try and just be good role models for them. And that's something that, we've tried to focus on. And not only just like the success with, winning and, in our league in the tournament, but just trying to teach those guys and really build something here with the Maroons.
Mike, I'm going to ask the same question to you. You've been to so many of these things. You might be one of the few people who maybe has been to more of these than I have. I'm not even sure. But you reflect on the ride of having been here so many times to this event and then getting the opportunity to bring your team.
Yeah, wow. So my first year as a head coach, I think Bob was a senior in high school or something, but Illinois Wesleyan beat us at the at Henry Crown in a great basketball game. We had a great team, and we ended the regular season #1 in the country. And I remember going to the Final Four that year. Your alma mater won it, and I thought we could have won it. And I was dumb enough to think we were going to do that every year. It's really hard. It's really hard. And you never stop working for that. You never stop striving for that. And as you go and you watch teams every year and you watch teams that win it, and you started this year, and what I told the guys in the locker room, it's not just how good of basketball players they are, it was the kind of people they were. It pretty quickly, I knew we had a chance to make a run. And it was just, I felt a lot of pressure. I felt a lot of stress to live up to the expectations that these guys had and deserved to have. We had this dream, and we were working for it every day. And and there's 2 guys here who spent 4 years in our program, and Shane and Nick could be sitting here, and some other guys could be sitting here. They just put so much into it, and you knew you had a chance, but it's really hard. And so it's crushing right now. It hurts so much. The hardest part, though, is that these guys don't get to play together anymore, and they don't get to keep fighting for that. And I'm devastated for them. I get to coach again next year. And I'll coach, maybe 25 years we'll come back, hopefully before that. But, these guys can't do it. Eamon and Joe have been basketball players their whole lives. And they're going to be friends the rest of their lives, but they're not going to be teammates anymore, and that's devastating. So you have a chance, you're excited about that, you give it everything you have, and it hurts more when you do. But the hurt is kind of worth it. So.
I'll ask the YD3 question. What degrees do you have coming up here at the end of the year? What are the plans for after graduation?
I am studying economics, and I'm working in investment banking in New York.
Business economics as well. Minor in history. Try to be a little unique. I don't know why I said that. And then TBD, plans after school. Not like everyone else. Usually everyone else kind of has their life figured out. I'm not that guy. So.
Everyone in Chicago.
Yeah. I should have said that. Everyone at Chicago has their life figured
Not
out.
the people I went to college
Yeah.
with.
All right. Thank you, coaching players. 24 wins, including 3 wins in the NCAA tournament. Heck of a run. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.